good evening to you. This is Cape Town TV News from the corner and I am Jurina Nkwazi. Tonight we focus on a mosque fine for too much noise, justice for Zoliswa on another level, and new hope for local rugby. Imam Shahid Alexander says he refuses to pay a fine issued to him by the city after residents complained about noise levels coming from his mosque in Makassar. Shahid received 2 warnings before getting a 500 rand fine, deciding not to pay the fine. He is now taking the matter to court. According to the city's Richard Bosman, the mosque had exceeded the regulatory noise and ambient sound levels. The Muslim Judicial Council spokesperson says religious institutions should obey the city's regulations like any other institutions, including nightclubs. Way of Life Church pastor Xola Skosana in Khayelitsha is planning to go on a hunger strike after the 2 men accused of killing Zoliswa and Konyana were acquitted last week. According to the National Prosecuting Authority, the charges against the 2 men were dropped because the court could not find enough evidence linking them to the murder. Xola is known for running controversial campaigns in Cape Town. The acquittal of the 2 accused men is not his only reason for his campaign. The pastor also fights for service delivery issues in townships and says that it is a burden to be black in the country. Meanwhile, a Zionist pastor, Mandi Sangubani, says he does not approve of this operation as it threatens Christianity as a whole. The Western Province Rugby Football Union has come out and promised that local rugby upliftment won't just be pure lip service. Newly appointed media officer JP Nodia says they are working tirelessly to develop rugby at grassroots level. Nodia also called on the corporate world to join in and help develop provincial local rugby with sponsorship. Our reporter, Apiwe Boyce, caught up with him.
What types of general misperceptions about local rugby would you like to rectify?
We'd like to start focusing on the positives, make sure that we, get publicity for the clubs. We want to make sure that people understand that the Western Province Union really does have structures in place. These structures are development structures, transformation structures, selection structures, and that Western Province Rugby Football Union is really making a concerted effort to manage these enormous numbers of club rugby players in the union.
And then from your experience with the local rugby, do you see a bright future for our young generation, especially in the previously disadvantaged communities?
I do. I see a lot more people our registrations are up. We have more people playing rugby. I think that the communities and the clubs are embracing the game of rugby on a much higher level. And I think that rugby is very appealing for the youngsters. So for them to be involved with their local clubs, that's definitely a positive, because the clubs are offering such an enormous positive infrastructure for any youngster at youth level.
JP, thank you very much for your time, sir.
Thank you very much. It was a real pleasure.
Thank you.
Okay.
And that's all the news we have for you today. Come over again tomorrow, same time, and let's share more stories from the corner. From Cape Town TV News, I'm Jurina Nkwazi. Good night.